Nikki Sinden is addicted to fishing.
Whether it's straylining for big snapper, jigging for kingfish, spearfishing or diving, she loves it all and is on a constant quest to learn more. Join her each week as she road trips around the country, tracking down New Zealand's local fishing legends as they share their stories, tapping into their local knowledge and showcasing their tips, tricks and techniques.
Hey, I'm Nikki and welcome to ADOS Addicted to Fishing. We've had a call from our mates down in Tairua and the kingies are going off. We've got some perfect weather, we've got some king tides and we've got an epic legend coming out with us tomorrow. We'd better get going, we've dropped everything so that we can get down there. Tairua is found on the Coromandel Peninsula. It's only an hour and a half from Auckland on the east coast of New Zealand. Tairua is one of the best places to target big kingfish in New Zealand, with productive jigging and live baiting very close to port, and nobody knows the area better than local fishing legend Carl Muir.
Yeah, well, fishing's definitely in my blood. My grandfather's fished, my father fished, I love fishing and yeah, really enjoy these days. One of my biggest thrills is taking my family out and my kids out and seeing them pull fish over the side. I realised I was addicted to fishing probably back in high school. It was about the time that Snapper Secrets and Kingfish Secrets, the videos were out, and they just really got me amped up to go out and catch some of those big fish that I was seeing on those videos. And my dad had a batch and a boat in Pauanui, and we'd get out on the weekends out around the Aldermans, out off Pauanui, out off Super Island, and yeah, that's when I realised I was addicted to fishing.
Launching from Tairua means a bar crossing, which always has the potential to be dangerous. It's important to wear your life jacket and check in with the Coast Guard. Local knowledge is invaluable for boaties who are launching in a new or unfamiliar location. We headed to the Alderman Islands, which are located 10 miles offshore from Tairua. The pins surrounding the Alderman Islands produce some of the best kingfish action in New Zealand. This area is Carl's stomping ground. He's been fishing this spot successfully for many, many years.
Okay, so this is a great spot for kingfish. We've got big seamount here, lots of upwellings, lots of bait, and yeah, it's lots of current, both tidal current and ocean current, so it's a great spot for kingies to hang out.
And what's your strategy for drifting across the pinnacles?
Usually if you motor straight over the reef, you'll see where the bait's holding, and usually on the current side of the reef is where you're gonna get the kingies. Looking for big, dense, dark red sign on the sounder, which is the kingies. Awesome definition on the Fruno. You'll see the kingies. You can tell the kingies apart from the bait. Great sounders. So yeah, we're looking for where the kingies are holding, chucking the boat in reverse on the top of them and holding over the top of them. And usually you'll get an idea of which way the current's taking you. You're just holding the stern of the boat into the wind, so that the lines are holding straight down and letting the current just push you naturally across the reef.
So we've picked up some liveys.
At the moment, liveys is where it's at. Got some nice big liveys in the tank, and that's my pick in terms of what's going to get hit today.
Okay, well I can't stand any longer. Let's get those lines in the water.
Awesome.
Cool. Live baiting for kingfish has been around for a very long time, and it's the most consistent technique for hooking the very big fish. The fresher, livelier and happier your bait is, the better your chance of it being attacked by a predator. So a good bait tank is a must. This is a feature we're lucky enough to have on our Stabicraft 2050. It's like the calm before the storm. We can see on the TZ Touch that they're sitting down there. They look like they're feeding. We just got to put the right thing in front of them. We're being eaten again. I am on to my first Alderman's King, and it feels like a big one. The first seconds of the fight with a kingfish are the most important. You need to put as much pressure on the fish as possible to keep them away from the pinnacles below. All right. Come on. Oh. Having an experienced driver really helps when fighting these big fish in this rough terrain. Carl is trying to keep my line straight up and down, helping prevent the fish from getting any extra leverage on me. Holy!
Not a day on the kingies until one smokes you. Bad luck.
Next kingy, you are mine. Jack mackerel can be irresistible when it comes to kingfish. Put one of them in front of a kingfish to see what effect these tiny fish can have on these big, powerful predators. Carl's favourite way of hooking a jack mackerel is simply through the nose. This prevents fatal damage and allows it to swim freely. Time to deploy. So we've just been instructed to drop down to 40 metres. We know where that is because we've got rainbow braid. Every 10 metres is a different colour. Coming up after the break, I get bullied by some big Coromandel kings.
Whoa!
This week on ADOS Addicted to Fishing, we're in the Coromandel with local legend and live bait expert, Carl Muir. Yeah! Oh!
Oh!
Come on. Is that all you got?
Whoa! Keep going, keep going. Getting those lines, get the line.
Oh my God.
The old Talika, eh? Slaying them.
I know. This is the business.
There he is, come up under your arm again. Under your arm. It's a nice fish. And keep going. And again. Right. That is a kingy. Hold that rod tight in case I've got to let him go. That is one fat kingy. Mean ass. Check that sucker out.
All right.
That is a big fish.
Oh, this feels good. Holding this fish, giving it a cuddle. This is why we're doing it, guys. These kingfish are just gorgeous. They're so much fun to catch, delicious for dinner, but that's not what we're doing today. We're actually not taking any of our kingies home today. So we're going to give this one a bit of a cuddle and then put him back.
Nice healthy 20 kilo kingy.
Yeah.
Work it. Oh, well done.
Feels like
Awesome.
my arms are about an inch longer than they were about 10 minutes ago.
Nah, you smashed that one. Perfect technique. Plenty more baits there. We might as well get a few more, eh?
Yep, dead king. Dead king. After managing to pull in a nice Coromandel kingfish, Carl moves us back onto the sign with the help of our TZ Touch to see if we can get an even bigger one. Grab out our livey, chuck it down to 40 metres. So Carl's instructed me just to wait. You know, you don't need to strike with the kind of hooks that we've got. If we were to strike, we would be just literally pulling the hook out of its mouth.
Yeah, yeah. Might even be hooked in the guts. I reckon he's going to wake up. There he goes. Took him a while.
Now he's realised.
Took him a while to wake up. Oh. Nice being on the end of a rod for a change. Usually I'm yelling at people, get a wind on.
Woohoo! Look at the Stella go.
Come on. My Stella 10,000. Love this new reel. Put on Nicky's Therese. Yeah, feels magic. Love fishing spin for kingies. Favourite. Nice combo. I'll grab it and show you. Right. Fingers up in there. Thumb in his mouth. They've got no teeth. So. Boom. Best way to hold the fish just when you're pulling them in. By the jaw, they've got a real strong jaw. Don't hold them by the tail, you'll break their backbone. Nice.
Very nice fish you got there. I think you might have been right about them being asleep. He certainly woke up.
Yeah, and a nice big bait too.
Yeah.
I think we might put a few more of those down, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tackle tips and tactics brought to you by Hunting and Fishing.
We're just going to take you through the setup that we've been using today for our liveys and catching these kings. So Carl, do you want to run us through what you've set up?
Okay, so we'll start from the fishy end first. We've got a size 32 Mutsu hook. It's a recurve hook. You'll see the point of the hook actually faces straight that way. So if you go and strike at the kingy, you're never going to hook him. So you're relying on the fish doing all the work, running off with the bait as he swallows it head first. And as the pressure comes on, we're fishing at strike drag, that hook just rolls around straight into the corner of his mouth. So yeah, fish does all the work, you just hold on and he hooks himself. Then you've got just over a metre, it's a 100-pound fluoro, got a nice strong swivel, and then a running sinker, so that just runs up and down on the wind-on leader. And then that is anywhere between 100 and 150-pound mono. The mono goes on the line a bit better, whereas the fluoro's nice and invisible, so the kingy can't see it, plus you've got that abrasion resistance. And I tend to use at least 5 metres of that, so the braid is well away from the live bait.
Right. Thanks, Carl.
For all your fishing needs, head down to your local hunting and fishing store. Coming up, Carl meets his match in the form of an angry king.
Got issues. Got issues.
This week on ADOS Addicted to Fishing, we're live baiting for big Coromandel kingfish at the Alderman Islands with local legend Carl Muir.
Whoa! That's the one. Right, just go down, just go, as you drop, just try and get a quarter turn. You've got to get some line back. Right, bend your knees, that's it. You've got to get a quarter turn on it. Just down and wind, that's it. Down and wind. As you go down, just get that wind. You've got, no, don't do it now. Lift up. You only try and wind as you drop the rod. So now, yep. Right, you've got to get some line back, Nicky. As you drop the rod, just go down and get a wind.
Yellowtail kingfish are highly prized game fish, and they are pound for pound one of the toughest fighters in the ocean. When fighting such fish, terminal tackle, rods, reels and knots become all important.
That's it, down on one. Another beautiful fish. Look at him. Solid as. Oh. Sweet as. Oh. Well done. Beautiful fish.
Another kingy for the kitchen.
Another one.
It never ceases to amaze me how much power these fish have. They really are unbelievable. And to think that we have these in our backyard here in New Zealand. We have the world record kingfish right here. It's just unbelievable. Carl, tell me a little bit about these fish. Are they seasonal?
By and large, you catch kingies year round. Interesting how much they move around, follow the bait around, follow where the food is and the good water is. So we'll let this one go and let him fight another day.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Kingy. You can go back down there and tell your mates that you're famous.
Another one in the bag, and Carl is already taking us to his next spot. His local knowledge of the kingfish movements in these waters is second to none. I have changed tactics and am using a shorter rod and Trinidad reel in the hope that it gives me more control in the fight.
Just put a thumb if you have to, just to slow him to start off with. Get the rod off the boat, don't want to snap it. Bit of thumb if you have to, just to slow him down. Yeah. Oh, look at that rod! Look at the rod! That's wrong. Oh! Not too high, eh? I'm going to go in a minute.
Oh, come on.
Not too high at the top. Yeah, just come up slightly lower and go down on one. Yeah, get some winds. Keep cranking. Keep cranking.
Whew. Yeah, baby. This is fun. This fish had me up against the side of the boat and nearly pulled me over, but we negotiated and this is where we're at. Carl, thank you very much.
Ah, cool lads.
Again.
Well done, you smashed them.
We've had a massive day fishing the Alderman pins, and there is only time for one more drop before we head back across the bar to rest our tired arms.
Yeah. 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 Oh. Got issues. I've got issues. Got issues. Ah!
First world problems, eh?
Can't do it. Oh, excuse the language. Big fish. Just keep going like that. Oh.
Let me know. Let me know if you want the gimbal.
I just get to yell at people usually. Oh. Oh.
Come on, Carl, get your fish in.
Can't believe people pay to do this.
See, this is the exact reason why people fly from all corners of the world here to New Zealand to see what it's like to actually catch one of our world-class yellowtail kingfish.
Yeah, we get guys coming from Singapore, heaps of Aussies,
Yeah.
Indonesia, Malaysia, United States. I think we've even had people from Iraq. Yeah, all sorts. And
All corners.
oh, boom. Fat kingy. Choice. That's a donkey.
All right. Wow, look at what we've got here.
Bit of an upsize on the last one, eh? Nice breeding fish like that. It's good to put him back in the water, and then he's here for many more people to come and catch again.
So is this why they call your business Epic?
That's the one. Ran out of superlatives.
It's been a good day in the water. Thanks so much for coming out with us, Carl.
Oh, thank you, Nikki. It's been awesome. Nice to be on the end of a rod for a change.
Yeah, I bet it's a bit of a change, but we've loved having you on the Stabbercraft, and yeah, man, that fish that got away.
Yeah, that was a monster. It would have been nice to see that one. I think next time, crank those drags up. Don't let them have an inch.
Yeah, that's going to give me nightmares tonight, I can tell. But I can safely say that we will be back in Tairua again. It's been quite the experience. So yeah, thanks very much.
Oh, thank you. Awesome.
And we'll see you again next week on ADOS Addicted to Fishing.
Gear, Care and Catch, brought to you by Trade Zone.
So today we'd just like to have a bit of a chat with you about interpreting your sounder. We took a bit of a recording from one of the last times we're out on the water. What you're actually seeing here is a school of baitfish. This particular baitfish was slimy mackerel. You can see the sort of larger targets there. And then along the bottom generally is where you'll find your snapper, because they're bottom feeders and they sort of scrounge around and eat what they can off there. Now, if you've gone over a school of baitfish and you think, oh, I want to go back to that, a great feature of the TZ Touch is that you can just slide your finger across the screen and rewind it. Touch the screen. It asks you if you'd like to make a waypoint. We say yes. We're going to put a yellow one in there. So what that's done is that's marked it over on our chart plotter as well. Pretty cool.
Gear, Care and Catch, brought to you by Trade Zone. ADOS Addicted to Fishing adventures in confidence in our Stabbycraft, powered by Mercury Marine, and we tow it around in our Photon Tunland. Hunting and fishing supply us with our Shimano tackle. We find the best fishing spots with our Furuno. We celebrate our catch with a wild buck. We keep up to date with Fishing News magazine, and it all sticks together thanks to ADOS. Want to come fishing with me in beautiful Niue? Visit diefishsnow.co.nz for details.